Call the meeting to order. Roll call.
Councilman Samaluka? Here. Councilwoman Dorminio?
Here.
Councilman Garrick?
Here.
Councilman Accomando?
Here.
Council President Mason.
Here. Please rise for the salute to the flag and remain standing for a moment of silence in memory of school crossing guard Roberta Cobb. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Adequate notice of this meeting has been sent to all council members and to all legal newspapers in accordance with the provisions of the Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231, Public Law 1975.
The public is hereby advised that any statements made during a meeting of the Township Council of the Township of Saddlebrook may not be privileged or protected, and that persons or entities who take issue with such comments or are offended by same may and have in the past sought legal redress through the courts. Any member of the public who addresses the council speaks for themselves and not for the council.
I have a motion to open the meeting to the public.
Motion.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting is now open to the public. Anyone wishing to be heard, please come up.
Hello, thank you for letting me speak. I'm Tom Hayes from Flora Lane, Saddlebrook. I'm here tonight to let you all know we have another happy occasion coming up. If you do not know what I do, Drums from Heaven is my charity fundraiser. We're going to start our 14th year on October 26th. We are raising money when we do these events, a lot of good causes. This time around, the Saddlebrook VFW is going to be one of the beneficiaries. They've been hurting, as a lot of people know, and it's a dual event. We also are helping Lenin's House, which is a house that is a friend of mine they are making for people with disabilities. They want to have people come there and then live there eventually and then take them out into the community. So we have two good causes. The VFW has been there for a lot of people in our town. As you know, they've helped many people with different causes. And they're hurting right now, so it's about time to give back to them. They're trying to rebuild the hall. They don't have a lot of membership, so it's important that Saddlebrook gets behind this effort. What we do at Drums from Heaven, we bring together a lot of people that like to play percussion instruments, and we have performances. We have a Zydeco band going to come that night, play some Cajun music. We have a belly dance performance, and the drummers. So we're going to have food there. The thing starts at 6:30 and goes to 11:30. It's on October 26th, and I'd like to see some people from Saddlebrook come out and help the vets. It would mean a lot. Lou Varelli, as you know, is the commander over there, and he has helped a lot of people in different ways. I've known Lou for over 30 years. We've worked together with Little League and Challenger. So it feels good for me to be able to give back to a friend and help others. So if you can come out, again, it's October 26th, 6:30 to 11:30 at the VFW Hall. I'm going to put some flyers out there if anybody wants to take these on the way out. I thought there'd be more people here, but at least this will get on the TV. So thank you for having me. Appreciate it, and hope we can see you guys on October 26th. It'll be the best Halloween party you ever came to. By the way, costumes are optional, but there'll be prizes. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hayes, for all you do also.
Christopher Winnie, 48 Lest Wing Avenue. I actually wasn't planning on speaking, but it reminded myself when I was here. I was just wondering, a couple of months ago I was here, I was asking about speed bumps on Lest Wing Avenue on Liberty to control the speeding that goes up and down the streets. Now, I know we put a stop sign at the end of Lest Wing, and there's always been that one stop sign on Liberty. The problem is from that stop sign to the school, and from the school leaving the school leaving, towards Pelly Avenue or Les Wing Avenue, those cars are constantly flying up and down the block. So to last I recall, they were going to do some type of a traffic study, or this was about 3, maybe 4 months ago, and I'm just kind of curious if anything has been done or anything is being scheduled to be done with regard to those speed bumps.
I'll answer that. Chris, Les Wing Avenue is going to be paved next year. As far as I know, the police department were looking into it. I don't know, didn't get any results from the study yet, but I'll ask them what's going on there. But when we pave it, that's the time to consider doing it, and that's going to be done next year. Community development project.
And those would be those portable speed bumps that we're talking about that could come
You know
out
what,
and they would
that's-
plow type of thing?
That's the other thing. We don't know. We have to discuss it. We've had other areas of town where people have requested it, and I honestly don't know how the council feels about that whole issue in general, because there are problems with it. Like you said, if you make them permanent, the plows hit them, it damages the plows.
Right, I
They're
know.
expensive, but the temporary ones are an option as well, like what you're saying.
Right, I mean, the biggest, and listen, I mean, obviously, I live on Les Wing, so I see it unfortunately every day. So when I walk the dog, it's like it's dodging traffic and praying to God somebody doesn't come whipping around the corner. And cars parked in front of my house, when they're making that turn, people are hitting those turns at full speed. And a lot of people, and I've followed cars right into Arrow Stapler because they're caravans filled with 10 or 11, 12 people in a car. They're doing 45, 50 miles an hour up and down my street. And I'm screaming, chasing after them. So at least if we threw a speed bump in there, maybe they'd bottom out or something. But so
Temporary ones are loud. That's the only problem with them.
I'm good with that. I live right there. I don't mind the loud as long as it's safe.
But some
So
of the other neighbors might not want that, so, you know what I mean?
So you're gonna look
There's
into
all-
it for that?
yes, yes.
okay, thank you.
Considerations for that.
Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. Thomas Van Winkle, 128 Lincoln Avenue. I just wanted to come up here to speak about the Mayor's Youth Group. I know it's been a couple months since I've done this, so I just want to let you guys know that we met this past September to talk about the October activities, especially with Halloween. The Mayor's Youth Group will be helping out. We asked them to help out with the street fair, the Unico Street Fair on Market Street, which is this Sunday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. So the youth group will be there to help out and also enjoy all the festivities. Also, we will be helping out with the senior Halloween party on, it's October the 23rd, right? Right, Mayor? Right. October 20th. Okay, I had that right. October 23rd, that goes from 6 to 9 p.m. The youth group will help out, serve the seniors food and drinks. That will be at the VFW. And on the 25th of October, that's a Thursday night, the Mayor's Youth Group will be judging the decorations from the Halloween decorating contest, which has just started this week. So we will meet at the Senior Center at 6 p.m., and then we will get on the senior bus at 6:30 and go to all the houses that registered. And for those who do want to register for the decorating contest, please call Town Hall at 201-587-2903 to speak with Christine Januario. What else? Also, we're going to be helping out with the trunk or treat festivities at the high school on October the 27th. That goes from 12 to 2. We'll be in the parking lot. So we will be there helping out. And then I guess sometime in October, we'll have another meeting to talk about all the activities for the upcoming holidays in November and December. Let's see, anything else? And I think that's about it for now. Also, if anybody wants to join the youth group, it's open to all students entering in 4th through 12th grade. So we hope to see many new members come out to the Mayor's Youth Group. We have many activities coming up. Thank you.
Thank you, Thomas.
Thank you. My name is David Lichtenstein. I live at 87 Colonial Avenue, Larchmont, New York. I'm the manager of the lot 1008, block 1008, lots 1, 2, 3, and 4. 3 and 4 is our major water problem that I spoke to the planning board 2 days ago, and I just want to reiterate some things I thought of afterwards and just make my plea to have some relief. We had 4 major problems. One was remedied by the county, cleaning the culvert below the highway on the south side of Kenny Place. One was remedied by Pete hiring Passaic Valley Water to clean out the egress on the east side of our property near Hampshire's land. and the other one by just generally picking up sticks in front of the outlets and other debris, and that's done by my tenant, who's a pain in the neck but a nice guy, and some parts of this DPW. But where I am now is I am really new at this, and I do not believe that I have to prove that I have water problems on lots 3 and 4. I also do not believe I have to prove that the water is not of our making. If I knew a solution, I would tackle how to implement it, but I'm at a loss to know what the answer is. And I'll be directing some things to Richard, is that the name? The engineer? No? Okay. But is dredging definitely a no? Can our bank be built up 2 or 3 feet just to stop the water in those bad conditions? Perhaps dry wells, about 10,000 apiece. Maybe they can be distributed 20 or 30, not necessarily on our property, but across the area. And I know this is going to be uncomfortable and may be something that people have broached before. The straw that broke the camel's back for us would be the renovations to the baseball field. And my question is there a liability or errors of omission insurance against the contractor, the architect, or the engineer? Because a lot of times we can get a business decision cheaper than we can get a legal decision. I'm guessing 25 cents on a dollar I can put towards an avenue for a result to get some relief. So anything that can be thought about from an engineering point of view, then we'll know what a solution may be, then figure if I can find funding for it. Hell or high. Thank you.
Thank you.
Retired check 92 Claremont. Karen, you should be able to answer him very easily with all your flood committee reports and everything. And we knew 12 years ago when we built Veterans Field that we were just moving the water. And that's all we did. We put grass in there, grass wouldn't take, so we were forced to turf it. Karen, last month you made a statement that didn't sit good with me, saying that you don't see me volunteer or anything. I don't know what rock you've been living under for the past 12 years, but I've been on the zoning board and the planning board. There is no salaries there. I also made phone calls at Mazzone's Plumbing when we had the clubhouse upstairs to get you elected, Todd elected, Bobby White elected, Lagana, and the rest of them. So I don't know where you've been hanging out, but know what you're talking about before you make accusations, okay, and say people don't volunteer. The other thing, Flo, this one's for you. You said last month that you knew everything that was going on. You're on top of everything with the projects. Let me ask you something. Where is Irma Place in Saddlebrook?
Irma Place is off of 5th Street.
Okay.
In the back there, sits on the back there. Oh, excuse me?
What is going on on that Irma Place right now? What's going on there?
I don't know.
Pass them around. What's going on there?
No, I'm not sure.
You don't know what's going on?
No, and I did not make the comment, I know everything that's going on
Well, you
in
said you know
township.
everything that's going
No,
on.
no, no,
Okay.
we're talking
Well, I'm not
about-
going to argue with you because I know very
No, but
limited time.
you're
We are storing the 3 trailers or the 3 boxes, what you call for the senior housing, on a contaminated site.
Do you have any more, Larry?
No, 2, 1 for each 2 people. Funding's tight, funding's tight, right.
There you go.
There's 4 there, there's 8 people up there. There's a sign right there, environmental investigation underway. And what do? We drive right by that sign and park 3 trailers for the senior housing. Okay? They're parked there. The other thing is, there's houses on that block. We complain about Carucci's. I mean, Mrs. Samaluka, you made a few comments. Carucci's look like Taj Mahal compared to what this Amyloid building looks like. And he has to see it. And the town officials have to see it when they drove back there. These people are paying taxes. There's a house under renovation, the last house on this lot here. So the building inspector had to be there, who happens to be the property maintenance guy. Is he blind, or is he just told not to look? Look at that building, because I don't think any of you's been down that street. Look at that building, look at the trailers, look at the sign. And this is what we want to do. We're taking $80,000 worth of dirt from the front of that building. This is the back, which is hidden. But it's not hidden from anything because it's a street. So if it's contaminated in the front, This is where the operation was going on. What do you think's in the back here, under this building? The owner of this property will not let it be checked, because we went through this on the zoning board 10 years ago. He wants everybody off that property. He won't let the property on 520 Victor be checked. There's contamination there. Believe me, believe me, believe me. And like I say,
Larry, your time is up.
okay, but these are the
Time is
decisions
up, Larry.
that we make. They're very, very bad and
You're out of
costly.
order, Larry.
The other thing, like I say, is
Larry.
our police chief is running for sheriff. Is the council supporting him? I mean, he's a Saddlebrook person his whole life, been chief of police, and he supported 5 of the 6 of you up there his entire life. I think that the town should get behind him and support him, and don't worry about what comes out of Hackensack and what doesn't come out of Hackensack.
Thank you for the endorsement. Anyone else wishing to be heard? No, haven't seen it. Motion to close.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Mayor, I believe you have the proclamation.
Yes, I do, Council President. I'm going to read this proclamation. This is from myself and the council. It's in observance of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Whereas October 2018 is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month and is a platform for educating women about the importance of early detection. And whereas through research, advocacy, and early detection, significant advances have been made in the fight against breast cancer. And whereas a variety of public and private organizations and agencies provide care, support, or services to anyone in any capacity who is affected by breast cancer. And whereas breast cancer survivors are a testament to resilience and to the promotion of awareness and following recommended screening guidelines. Now therefore be it resolved that we, the township, recognize the month of October as Breast Cancer Awareness Month, encourage our residents to become educated and informed about programs and services that offer early detection, and to also celebrate the survivors and memorialize those who have lost their battle. We are all, most of us are wearing pink in recognition of Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Thank you, Mayor. It's a beautiful resolution. Okay. Other comments? Council? Storm Andrew?
Just a couple of things I just picked up on Breast Cancer Awareness Month. 1/8 of women will be diagnosed with breast cancer. It's the most common cancer among women. 30% of all cancers affecting women are breast cancer. It's the second leading cause of death for women, and 250,000 women per year will be diagnosed with breast cancer, and 2,500 men will be diagnosed. Is that good? Okay. 2,500 men per year are diagnosed with breast cancer, so it's a killer, obviously, much more for women than men. But just under the proclamation, everyone's urged to do the proper testing because it's affecting you, and if it's affecting you, it's also affecting your families and neighbors and friends. No one wants to lose a loved one. This month is October is Italian Heritage Month, Italian American Heritage Month. We will be UNICO, which is an Italian American organization, the largest in the United States. It's we are hosting the local chapter. We'll be hosting a street fair on this Sunday. I believe it's from 10 to 4. It's on Market Street from Westminster to Mayhill. It's always a very good time, a very good turnout. I'm not going to jinx us talking about the weather, so I'm going to stop there because I don't have any luck with that. It's also Hispanic Heritage Month from September 15th. We're coming to the end of it. It's a mid-month, so to all our Hispanic residents and friends, wish them well and enjoy your month of cultural acclaim and acknowledgement. A couple of things that we talked about the other night at the work session. The gentleman had referred to Tuesday night as being a planning board. It actually was the same council meeting, but that's called a work session. It wasn't a planning board. So it's the same group of people you spoke to on Tuesday, you're speaking to again. But certainly, we will look into those concerns, and the engineer certainly will try and look into it and see what the cause, where it is. I know that I think the field, whenever it was done, like Mr. Tychik had said 12 years ago, no reason to not believe that that's an accurate estimate of when that field was done. However, with the turfing, we also have an extensive drainage system underneath, so it should, in theory, flood less. It should, in theory, flood less because there is a massive series of underground containers. In order to get for the water to drain, it drains into these underwater containers. And before it even flows out, it can't sit there, so it can't hold hundreds of thousands of gallons of water. So we certainly will check that out. In terms of those containers, I've never seen them there. My understanding is that those containers, there has been an agreement to allow them by the owner of the old Bennigan's property to have those containers or the boxes for the senior place to be stored there temporarily. There's a crane on the property. They will be installing them shortly. I really don't have much other to say as of now. I may comment on some of the other comments made by my fellow council people. Have a great month.
Thank you. Councilwoman?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that I saw John Bialy the other night, who was doing the senior housing, and he has said that the boxes will be put together on site within the next couple of weeks. Vetting will not start until December. So I just wanted to bring everybody up to date on that. It will be 6 months before it's finished. Although the boxes will be put together in a very short period of time, by the time they put it inside in the common area and the elevators, he said about 6 months. But I just want you to all know that as soon as we know when the vetting will begin, we will let everybody in town know. Other than that, and I do believe, Pete, that those boxes are at Bennigan's, isn't that correct?
Originally, there was an agreement between the county and the owner of the property to put them at Amboy. The owner of the property directed them to the back, and since then, we've gotten Bennigan's. So there are 2 trailers.
Okay. That's all I have at the moment.
Thank you, Councilman.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I'd like to first mention the Saddlebrook Unico Street Fair. It's a great event, and it allows our community to get together for an excellent cause. I hope to see all of our residents there on Sunday, October 7th. In addition, on October 27th is the Trunk or Treat, and also the Halloween decorating contest on October 25th. I'd like to wish everyone a safe and happy Halloween as well. In addition, the Saddlebrook Educational Foundation will be holding a Tricky Tray in January at the Marriott. At the next meeting, I'll have all the details for that. Have a good evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman.
I would like to comment on the Unico. As of October 6th at 9 a.m., they're going to have a ceremony on Welcome Road for Columbus Day. I know Andrew mentioned the Saturday, 6, 9 a.m. So I would like to see people show up for that as well, just for support for the people of Unico who do a lot for the township. And Mr. Hayes mentioned the VFW. I just want to say a thank you to a friend. He was my boss, but now he's my friend. And I worked with him for 10 years. I've known him for about 25 now. He got the VFW, Stephen Vincent Martin. He doesn't like to be called Stephen Martin because the comedian, but his name is Stephen V. Martin. He owns a carpet company, and he donated 3 installers for 2 days on his dime, plus vinyl luxury tile, plus the glues and all the extras for the VFW as a donation for everything that they do. So I wanted to thank him personally, and just to let everybody know that he doesn't even live in the state, but his love for our armed forces and what they've done for us, it showed through his donation. So I wanted to just thank him on behalf of the township and mayor and the VFW. And we will be there tomorrow to hopefully finish up some of the stuff for the VFW. And with the senior housing, I know I've been asked about the foundation. How is it so small? But I just found out that the foundation that is there is only for the part that's gonna have a basement underneath it. The building is actually gonna extend, I believe they said, another 50 to 60 feet past that towards the street. So it's not the size of the building that's gonna house 30 apartments. It's just the foundation for the basement. I wish everyone a happy Halloween. Please, if you can, volunteer for the trunk or treat. We need volunteers. If you can notify, I can put them out there, but Pete, Christine, myself, Karen, or my wife Shannon. I think that's all I have to say, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Councilman. Mayor?
Okay. Thank you. Regarding road work, the water main on President Street is underway. It is, in fact, almost finished. At this point, the residential services from the main to the houses are being done, and it should be done by early next week. Paving to follow soon thereafter, we hope. Also, paving of Claremont, LaGregne, Erie, Hayes, and Nedlick will be done this fall. The engineer is already in the process of identifying streets for next year's paving program. Community Development Block Grant, we submitted for future projects, including the VFW Service Organization building improvements, paving North and South Leswing Ave, and the generator at the Senior Center. We received a notice today that we've been approved to proceed. We received $120,000 from Community Development Block Grant for paving Leswing Avenue. That would be in 2019. We have a resolution on tonight to use services of EP&G. It's an independent electric provider to purchase electric at a discounted rate at a savings of about 13 to 15% annually. We do this with natural gas through Bergen County Shared Services, a consortium. We are predicted to save $9,600 this year, and that we're scheduled to renew that contract next month. So there'll more than likely be a resolution for that next month. Tricentennial Park, PSE&G has installed electric there, can now move forward with a sprinkler system. A flagpole has been ordered. We're ready to install fence and playground equipment. We're utilizing funds received from Bergen County Open Space, and we'd like to have a grand opening sometime before the end of the year. We keep pushing that back, and I'm hoping that we can do something before the end of the year. New Jersey DOT grant application for 2019. We'll be applying for Phase 2 of Caldwell Avenue and Phase 2 of Fairlawn Parkway. 55 Mayo Street, the old Home Depot building. We are still negotiating, and ideally we're looking to do an outright purchase with the property owner building or reconstructing to suit our needs. The owner has developed conceptual plans and has a tentative design. Once we come up with an agreement, the council and I would like to have a special meeting to do a presentation to the public. Senior housing building, Councilwoman Darminio gave a good update on that. We're making significant progress. As mentioned, I'll mention it again, October is Italian Heritage and National Hispanic Heritage Month. And we'd like to recognize the many achievements and contributions and successes of the Italians and the Hispanics. October 7th to the 13th is Fire Prevention Week. I'd like to personally thank all our firefighters that do an outstanding job for the town, and I'd like to express to all the residents to please be generous. They do their annual calendar drive later on in the month, so please give as you can. Leaf bags are now available during normal business hours at Town Hall. Town Hall will be open Tuesday, October 16th until 9 p.m. for the last day of voter registration, and we will also be handing out leaf bags that evening as well. Town Hall will also be open on Sunday, November 4th, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for leaf bags. Photos taken by Saddlebrook High School photography students will be on display here in the council chambers. Teacher Kay Pritchard contacted my office, and she will be coming in tomorrow to hang the photos. I'd like to thank her, the students, the school administration, and the Board of Education for sharing their artwork. Town Hall and DPW will be closed this Monday, coming Monday, October 8th, in observance of Columbus Day. Monday, normal Monday grass and yard waste pickup will be picked up on Friday, October 12th, for those that get picked up in the north end on Monday. The Unico Street Fair was mentioned this Sunday, October 7th, from 10 to 5. Senior Halloween Party, that was mentioned, that's Tuesday, October 23rd at the VFW, 6 to 9. Trunk or Treat, again, Saturday, October 27th, Saddlebrook High School Middle School parking lot, 12 noon to 2. Thomas, thank you for mentioning the Halloween decorating contest. Registration began this Monday and ends on Tuesday, October 23rd. I'd like to congratulate Tom Dutch, former Garfield mayor and state assemblyman and current city manager in Garfield, for being named the Grand Marshal this year for the 81st Annual Pulaski Day Parade. Tom will be leading the parade down Fifth Avenue in New York City this Sunday, October 7th. So congratulations, Tom. That's a great honor. And happy and safe Halloween.
Thank you, Mayor. Get on to our agenda.
All items listed with an asterisk are considered routine, non-controversial by the Township Council, and will be approved by one motion. There will be no separate discussion on these items unless a council member or member so requests it, in which case the item or items will be removed from the consent agenda and considered in its normal sequence on the agenda. The one motion signifies adoption of all resolutions, receive and file letters, correspondence, reports, and approval of minutes and applications. Resolution number 11 will be pulled from the consent agenda and voted on separately.
Motion?
Motion to approve?
Second.
Roll call?
Councilman Maluka?
Yes.
Councilwoman Dorminio?
Yes.
Councilman Garrick?
Yes.
Councilman Accomando?
Yes.
Council President Mason?
Yes.
Resolution number 11 is to approve payment of bills from the Zone Plumbing and Heating. At this time, Councilwoman Dorminio will recluse herself and leave the dais.
A motion?
Motion.
Second.
Roll call?
Councilman Maluka?
Yes.
Councilman Garrick?
Yes.
Councilman Accomando?
Yes.
Council President Mason?
Yes. Okay. Any old business? Old business, anyone? New business? Any business?
I just saw that just one of the items on the resolution is we have, I don't know if the mayor spoke about it, but we have negotiated with a company to purchase our electric from. The estimate is to be about 13% less than our current costs, so that's obviously a nice savings to the community. We pay like $250,000 for the light, just for the street lights. Is that per year?
That's not part of it. That's for buildings.
Buildings. So, we had estimated it's a good $30,000-$40,000 savings. So, it's something.
That's it?
Yes.
Okay, all righty. Have a motion to open the meeting to the public.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Meeting is now open to the public for agenda items. Agenda items only. Anyone wishing to be heard?
On Tuesday, you had a thing in there for new heating and air conditioning for the police station. I don't see anything on
We had a proposal from the engineer. wrapping the pipes, so we're looking into the heating, air conditioning, the sweating of the pipes with the air conditioning, with the condensation. And we're gonna be taking action through one of the vendors to wrap the pipes. That's the problem with the heating, air conditioning.
How many years old is that building?
2006.
2006. And that was not done when the building was built. And look how much money we spent in the last 12 years having the air conditioning company come in. I mean, somebody should be responsible for that. I mean, if you're putting air conditioning in, you wrap the pipes, the vents. It's only common sense. So, like I said, somebody's got to be responsible for these mistakes. We can't keep eating them. We just can't keep going on. The building's brand new. That unit should last 35, 40 years with nothing. And it doesn't. Like I said, that White Hope van is there, all the Great White, whatever it is there every week, making calls. I'd like to see how much we've paid them over the past 3 years, 4 years. It just doesn't make sense that we build these things, they're supposed to last, and we wind up paying. Like I say, any idea of what an air conditioning unit?
It's not a unit, it's not a new unit. It's not the unit.
Okay, but to wrap the pipe.
We're gonna get quotes, I have no idea.
You know, hire an engineer, go through that building and say, hey, look, these aren't wrapped. Now this why the drop ceilings come down now. The water, it's like being in a rainstorm. I mean, when are we gonna get people that do good quality workmanship work and stand behind it? I mean, is that company still in business? Has there the air conditioning there? Call them back.
Through the chair, if I may?
Yes.
Yeah, Larry, the town has asked me to take a look at what, there appears to be some sweating that's going on during the very, very warm months. So I have given them a proposal for my mechanical engineer to come up, take a view, see what's going on, and we'll give the town recommendations. So nothing is broken as of yet, but we'll go through and we'll make our recommendations. And that should be
I
soon.
believe that the pipes were not wrapped, the vents were not wrapped.
Larry, I have no idea.
I do,
No.
okay? And I'd like to see your report. Because if they're wrapped, there is no way they're gonna sweat and drip. They don't sweat. They rainstorm, they drip and take out ceilings. Okay, so it's not a sweating problem. So it's a difference if you're sweating, and then it's a difference if you get caught in a rainstorm. That's what's happening right there. And just like I say, be honest and tell the truth.
I'm sorry, are you implying something?
No, I'm just saying, tell us what the problem is. You're
Well-
saying that they need to be wrapped.
I didn't say that Mr.
I
Ladico
said it.
had mentioned that.
Okay, well,
Okay, and
whatever.
Mr. Ladico may have,
And I don't think that the town should be liable for that. If it's a workmanship problem and it wasn't done correctly, call the guy back. I mean, it's not normal to build a building in 2006 and have a sweating problem like you want to say. It's not normal.
Thank you. Anyone else wishing to be heard? I see no. Motion closed?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any other business? Closed?
That's it.
That's it? What's that? Motion closed. Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Night, everyone.